Hello? Hello? Oh, okay. I think it's all good now. Can you hear the music? Can you hear me? Can you hear this?
Black and white speedruns have gone through some crazy changes with the many discoveries speedrunners have found over the past few years. But when it comes to speedrunning any game...
Okay. So it turns out what I did to try to make it easier for me later did not work. That's okay. That is a-okay. We are back. We're back to this game. God damn it. Okay. 4 streams and yeah, I said I was streaming 4 times a week, and that's all 4 of them. That's so fucking funny. So as I was saying, the point of the game is just to stack fruit. Simple on its face, sure. But not all fruit performs exactly how you want it to. And that's the joy of the game. any percent stream percentage. And yeah, it's a nice relaxing game, which is why I got some nice relaxing city pop that I'm going to turn down just a little bit. And the goal is to beat the shit out of Christian Erika. That's the idea. Which I love doing, as we all know. Oh no. It turned out okay. So the physics in this game can get a little fucky. There's a really cool OBS tool that can give you much better control of audio stuff called Wind Capture Audio Plugin. I highly recommend. I'm going to write that down. Wind Capture Audio Plugin. Thank you very much. So what I was trying to do is, because when I was recording Hosh on last stream, I accidentally had the music on for a little bit, and now that music is on the recording. And I thought I had it set up to where I'm like, right now I'm playing copyrighted music, but Twitch doesn't super care as long as you don't post the VOD. Or I had it set up to where the audio track that my music is on isn't put into the VOD or the recording. But it wasn't put into the VODs, but it was put into the recording. And so I thought I had fixed it to where it was going to be put into the... where it wasn't going to be put into the recording either. That was the goal. And it turns out I fucked up. But it's pretty funny. Like, it just goes to show like how fucking stupid copyright law is and how much bullshit it is. Because like we've had a Twitch... when we first started streaming, I think they must make people come in and like give the whole like, oh man, I love your streams and content, to try to get you to stay in, as long as you have like a couple viewers or whatever. So when we first started streaming, we had a Twitch staff come in and be like, oh my god, I love your guys' content. And I asked them like, is what I'm doing cool? And they're just like, oh yeah, no, just don't include it in your VODs. And it's like, well, so the law is just bullshit. Like, you literally only care about it if they can catch you, and pretty much the way that that you're supposed to do it, they can't catch you is the thing. Go here. No. Which, hey, I agree. Don't get me wrong, I agree that copyright is kind of bullshit. But it was just funny to like that's also like Twitch's official position. I should just restart. All the mess, all the other stuff going on really mess with this run. But we'll play. This will be the example run, obviously. I think with music's all about being able to listen to music on demand. So in theory, people could go to your VOD to listen to the song whenever they want. It's there, but if it's live, then they can't. Yes. So like, I don't want to. Do we want to debate copyright law? I pretty much agree with what you're saying. Right. I mean, I won't even say pretty much. I agree with what you're saying, right? The idea of copyright law is if you're using somebody else's work, your piece of your medium that you're doing shouldn't act as a market replacement, is the term that they use. And so yeah, if you're using music while you're doing a live stream, you're not being a market replacement. Even if people might be staying because my music selection is good, you couldn't argue that like if I was playing Travis Scott and then a bunch of Travis Scott fans came to the stream, this is terrible, what am I doing? You couldn't then argue like well, if you weren't playing Travis Scott, your stream would have 0 viewers, because ultimately what I'm doing isn't really related to the Travis Scott music, you know what I mean? It can help though, right? Like I get compliments on my music selection all the time. I have put no effort into making the music. People just like listening to the Japanese city pop that I put on, the playlist that somebody else curated. So oh well, look at that, I popped out. So yeah, you could make the argument that it's not a market replacement if you're doing a live stream. But also, on the other hand, like, the thing is, all copyright law is pretty much just a vibes-based thing. Because if I'm making a YouTube video and I use copyrighted songs while just showing, like, stock footage, I could make the argument, like, oh, well, it's just stock footage and I just used a song. Like, people wouldn't know to come here to listen to Travis Scott. It's only 45 seconds of the Travis Scott song, which I think is a valid argument. Because you're not getting the full piece of work, right? If I use 45 seconds of a Travis Scott, I don't know why I'm using Travis Scott as an example, but if I'm using 45 seconds of a Travis Scott song, no one's going to go to my YouTube video where I use 45 seconds of it and be like, oh, I want to listen to Goosebumps. Oh, type in Hosh on chiropractor, but you'll still get flagged for that. The company will still flag you as using their copyrighted music. So it's all pretty much just a way for companies to grab money off of stuff that probably they shouldn't, but who's going to stop them type beat. Oh, the thing is, first off, I'm not even will it exist. I'm going to get 3,000 today, but I also just fucking kill the beginning. My beginnings are always so fucking clean. I've got the cleanest beginnings on this game, this side of the Mississippi, by far. Except for that placement. My beginnings are they're nutty. There's no other word to describe them. What's going on? I start bragging and now I'm playing like dog shit? That's not right. That's not fair. Why did I just get another live thing? Ah, whatever. We'll figure it out. The other side of I did put the caveat on of this side of the Mississippi because there are people on the other side of the Mississippi who have somehow, if you would believe it, even nuttier beginnings. But we don't need to talk about those people, is the thing. Is that worth it? Probably not. Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, whoa, focus. What's even on the other side of the Mississippi? California? What do we need them for? Most of our GDP gross. A large percentage of our population? Ugh, get out of here. And I'm pretty sure that's the only thing. I'm pretty sure doesn't the Mississippi River run along the coast of California or along the border? Yeah. That's why they call it the Mississippi. Because it misses Mississippi. It's like nowhere near it. Otherwise, they would call it the Hittissippi because it hits Mississippi. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's what Lewis and Clark said. Maps are nationalist propaganda. Fuck. Now we're between a rock and a hard place. Damn. You really got me there. Oh, you want to form a nation? You and what army? God damn it. I should have acted quicker. I saw that coming too. You do have to place this here. I'm gonna make a nutty play. Nutty. Perfect. Oh my god, what a nutty play. Okay. I'm setting this up pretty well now. Because now that should go like that. I need to start a nutty counter. Well, the thing is, I'm so nutty. A nutty emote would be nutty. Can I say that? You guys about to see the nuttiest play. Fuck. Okay. It was the second nuttiest play you'll see today. Here we go. Boom. Pineapple. Okay. This is a good start. This is where we need to be. Now we need 2 apple left. Best strat for that would be to get that grape out of here. Oh my god. Oh, first off, huge news. You can get it on the American Twitch shop, or a Switch shop now. I'm still playing the Japanese version. The American version also is in Japanese. They didn't localize it. It's just this port. They just wanted to grab some money, which is totally fine because this game is blowing up on everything right now. Really fucked myself over there. But I played the web version while Christian was streaming this last week, and the web version is so scuffed. It's so bad compared to the Switch version. Yeah, the picture is different, but everything else is the same. It's so funny. Okay, that's good. This is good. Kind of getting fucked with the fruit. Yeah, they just added it to the American, the US and Canada, I believe, both of them. Switch stores, I think like 2 days ago, maybe. I don't want that. I don't want that apple yet. Man, my fruit here is just not playing along with me at all. It's a very unnutty fruit selection. What even happened? Something flew out. All right. Back to another nutty start. An absolutely nutty start. This is not my best showing, believe it or not. You know what's funny is I always make fun of Aurora because that happens to her right around when she gets to 1,000. Which is both of my last 2 matches ended there, which is crazy. I always made fun of her because I'm like, I've never seen anybody pop as many fruit as you. Like, she pops so many fruit out the top. All right, this should land to the left. Get in there, Mr. Cherry. Didn't play exactly how I wanted it to. There we go. I'm getting too zealous? Is that what you're saying? That was definitely a misplay. I'm not playing up to my strengths here. Oh, so I used to be a verified cherry hater. I am fully an anti-strawberry king now. Like, I'll fuck with the cherry every now and then. Like, I think cherry, I mean, obviously the worst part about a cherry is 2 of them become a strawberry. But I can't fucking stand strawberries. Give me any other fruit. Well, hey, look, this is when I say I do the nuttiest starts in the West or in the East of the Mississippi, this side of the Mississippi. I don't lie. Whichever direction of the Mississippi I am, I have the nuttiest starts. I just fucked up. I'm enjoying it a little bit too much. You're right. You're absolutely right. You know what's funny too is now you guys are making fun of me for saying nutty. When Christian was playing this on stream, I don't know why. I have never heard Christian Roger Kleckner ever say it like this before in his entire life. I don't know where he got it from. I don't know where the fuck he got it from. But Christian randomly while he was playing, instead of saying come on or come on, he started saying come on. And I don't know why. He started saying come on. But me and Aurora were fucking losing our minds. Well, I fucked up. I tried to go with the credit. He kept saying come on. And I've never heard him say that before in my entire life. I don't know where he got it from. And he kept fucking... At first, I thought he just, like, kind of messed up. Like, he wasn't really paying attention. He was just like, come on. And then he kept saying it. And so Aurora and I kept saying it. We were just like, come on. And I'm throwing horribly. I was texting him and, like, typing it in Twitch chat. I was, like, losing my mind. Just, like, freaking out over him saying come on so much. And then the next day I was like talking to him again. Like I sent him like multiple TikToks of like relatable humor TikToks of like it's like me and Aurora every time you said come on. And then I talked to him the next day when we were working out and I was like, dude, why'd you start saying that? And he's like, saying what? I was like, come on. And he's like, I was just saying come on. And I was like, no, you weren't. You were saying it different. Like he didn't even know he was doing it, but me and Aurora were like losing our mind. Which is now very funny that you guys are making fun of me for saying nutty. Especially because what I'm doing is actually extremely nutty. It's actually a very nutty play I'm making all the time. I don't think so why do the fruits grimace? I don't know if the fruits enjoy what's going on to them. You know? Like, they are just being dropped. You've never seen somebody use the word nutty in reference to a play that they're making? Really? I find that hard to believe. Maybe it's a Illinois thing. Oh, I'm so dog shit at this game. Why are you guys watching me? Just kidding. I'm absolutely fucking nutty. Cracked? So you would say I am cracked. But I am cracked because I made a nutty play and therefore I am also nutty. I think is my argument. Okay, that's fine. It's actually where I wanted it. It's actually exactly where I wanted it, so I could do this. Perfect. Perfect. Do I think a grape is gonna push this? I didn't. I genuinely didn't. I genuinely thought I should have saved the strawberry for that. But it's fine. Hey, it's fine. We're doing good. We're doing good. Yeah, but you wouldn't say the play I made is cracked, would you? Maybe you would. I wouldn't. I would say I am cracked. What are the light yellow ones? The pears, the big ones, those are pears. They don't look like pears, but apparently Japanese pears, are round like that. Whereas like there's no grapefruit. There's no grapefruit in this game. Believe it or not. So, from what I understand, the small the one in my bottom left corner is a persimmon. And then the one in between the peaches is an orange. And then you have pear. And then you have pineapple, melon, and watermelon, of course. I don't know. I Googled it. Because, yeah, obviously they're different, just regional variants of... Is this a play? I don't think that was a play. Although I guess I need to get a thing over here anyway. Oh, what a play. Decopan on the English one? Really? It's a type of orange. Right. That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, that didn't roll the way I wanted it to. Unfortunately, that apple is kind of fucking me, huh? You got too many grapes in a row. I have to go here with my 2 grapes. I don't want to go here, but I kind of have to. And just wait for those to get together. Yeah, I think this one's fucked. I think I messed up too early. I can't trap that in. Okay. Oh! Just kidding. I am cracked. We love an accidental melon. Yeah, I'm trying to outplay myself even at this point. And it's working. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. I'm placing the orange there to keep the melon a little bit in place. Just a little bit, because I know it's going to move, but I don't want the melon to be moving too much. POV, you're cracked and being nutty. That's right. That's absolutely right. POV, this game is giving you just absolutely dog shit fruit. That placement stressing you out? Oh, it's stressing me out too, don't worry. Okay. I think... I was trying to roll it down, unfortunate. Although I do have a persimmon coming up. Mr. Hosh, what do you have to say about no mail time in this week's episode? Were you the person that just... I think you might be the only... Were you also the person in the Discord who was upset? Because you genuinely might be the only person who was upset that we didn't have a mail time. I've never seen anybody be upset that we didn't do a mail time. We haven't because... So we rearranged the studio. And the mail is over here on this side of the room, and then we sit here. And while the couch is very nice and cool, and I love it, it's hard to get in and out of because of where our table is and everything. And then also, on top of that, we just know that there's a lot of mail. It's a lot of just wedding invites at this point. Which, don't get me wrong, you know, we asked for them. But it is also just like, I'm not super worried about opening up a wedding invite. Like, it doesn't spark like... Oh, gotta remember to do mail time. And so like we'll sit down and get ready, and then I'm just like, fuck, we forgot to get mail, and like I'm not getting up to go get a wedding invite. You know what I mean? You sent a letter? Well, did you send a letter about a potential website? Okay, we read yours. It's going to come out the first episode in November. Very cool. Very, very cool. I did have notes, of course. I always have notes. But very, very cool if that was you. I'm gonna let stuff move because my organization here hasn't been ideal. But we're gonna get this apple. I really wanted that apple to stay, but what are you gonna do? This run's done. You know, you can only do so much. Oh, I wish this would somehow get up and to the left. Oh! I spoke it into existence. We love to see it. We absolutely love to see it, folks. Man, another orange really sucks. Right now, I'm just playing to break 2000. That way you guys know I'm not that dog shit at this game. So I'm just going to try to maximize my score here, even though it probably makes me look even dumber somehow. Where's what playlist? The playlist that's playing right now? The playlist for Cusco? The playlist that I'm playing is just, I just searched Japanese City Pop and it's like the one, I think it's got Sailor Moon as the profile picture of the thing. Okay, 1918. Not bad. Now we lock in. Maybe I need the game music. Is that what's going on? Let's give her a pause. Let's give her a pause. And where's my... Hang on, I have to change. Maybe the... Let's move all this over here. Move you here. Why did it stop? Yeah, let me reopen it. Why did my capture card crash? What do you mean no signal? A little loud. Okay. The thumbs are warmed up. The vibe is immaculate. Let's get to 3,000. You know what it is? I think I missed the little whoop, whoop. Although it is delayed on my side because of the way I have my capture card set up. Everything is delayed audio-wise. Is there a way to like... I think I just ended the game. Is there a way to like make it so there's no music in just sound effects? Because I would like that. You have to watch the game through OBS. Oh god, this is the embarrassing part where I still haven't figured out how to ban people. First time chat, click on you. Ban. Oh, look at that. Do you have to watch the game through OBS? No, I'm not watching it through OBS, but... So I'm playing the game on my Switch, but the capture card software is what you guys are watching. And I'm using the audio from the capture card to listen to it, so the audio is just a little bit, delayed. My old capture card... So we bought this one. It's a Camlink from Elgato. And this one I had to watch through OBS, which made it the inputs delayed. And then I bought a new one. Luckily, this one worked for the camera, like so we can use our camera. But I bought a different one, and I could have it set up to where the audio wasn't delayed. I just don't have it set up like that currently. I don't really play many games off of... If I'm playing a game, normally it's through my PC anyway, so I don't ever really have it set up for stream. And I didn't feel like fucking with it. Because as we have already seen... OBS settings are not exactly extremely user-friendly. So here we are. Best starts in the west. East. Wherever I am. Oh, we're gonna get the legendary... Oh, we almost had like the full like boop 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 boop. Can you write me a gamer's note for watching this instead of working? That's really good. I wish I could. Unfortunately, I'm illiterate. Is there a way to do this? There is. I tried to make it seem like I was about to do something completely nutty, and it was just the easiest fruit placement of my life. A silly little channel points name is if I write a gamer's note. That's another thing we need to expand on is the channel points redemption stuff. Is we flesh it out a little bit, but we made all of them like extremely hard to pay for. Which is kind of funny. Christian and I are, of course, planning a try not to laugh / you laugh you lose stream, where we're trying to make the other person laugh with the videos that we found and whatnot. And for that, I do want to get like a bunch of TTS and stuff set up, so maybe like channel point redemptions and stuff to have you guys do it as well. God damn it. It's the second time I've tried to do that and I just completely misinputted. It wasn't the worst input of my life, but Let's think for a second. Let's not be too rash with this placement. Okay, I've thought about it. I think cherry is safe there. I think at this point, strawberry here. Yeah, because now we get one of these bad boys. And I hope that it takes the left orange. Thank God. Okay. Oh, the pineapple is just living life. No one hates pineapple. After playing for a few hours, the music makes me feel like Patrick Bateman. I don't know why, but that is such an accurate statement. Like, you get so fucking arrogant in this game for no reason. Like, you're just playing a stupid little fruit game. And for whatever reason, the music just, like, incepts your brain to think that you're, like, you're smarter than everybody else in the room. Like... What was the other Patrick Bateman reference? I'm nutty. It's the most dog shit fruit. I fucking hate strawberries. I really do. I think the strawberries ruin my plans more than any other fruit. I think they get off. That was a different stream. Okay, I was about to say I don't remember one, but it's very possible. I think the cherries get off easy. Like they come quick, but also like people don't think about how dog shit the cherries are. Or I'm sorry, strawberries get off easy because cherries fuck up a ton. But I think it's partially because it's just like overlooking it. Like strawberries fuck up so much. The cherries, they come quick. They get off easy. This is a well-known thing about cherries. I'm thinking the music does have an effect. Okay, we love this. I think we go cherry cherry. And I think we just get that pushed over. Yeah, the web version doesn't show the next fruit, which is insane. What's the strat here? I think the strat is to pop that. I think that's the strat, if I had to be for real and open and honest. I think we go grape grape. I think we try to get 2 grape in here. And I don't really want to fuck with that side now. I think we... Oh yeah, that was the proper play. Oh! Did you hear Christian Bale, Robert Pattinson, and Willem Dafoe are going to be in the new Miyazaki movie? I'm going to agree. I'm going to take what you're saying at face value and believe you. That does sound like the setup to a really fucking stupid joke. So if it is a stupid joke, then hey, I guess kudos on me for catching it. But that sounds like the dumbest setup for a joke I've ever... So anyway, Willem Dafoe, Robert Pattinson, and Christian Bale walk into a bar. The cloud teleporting over is an interesting mechanic. I think the game would be better without it. And I don't think it makes it necessarily harder, so I don't know why they added that. I guess for like speedrunning stuff, it's better, but like, you know, because if you hold one direction, it stops you, but when you push again, it pushes you over. So it can fuck you up pretty quickly. Fucking hate strawberries. Oh, and it took the wrong one. I guess it worked out in the end. Okay, orange here is very safe. I really want to get a strawberry right here. Do we think we can do it? All right, we plan for the mess up. Okay, here's a peach. Easy peach. Okay, we finally get to clear that. Okay. If this sits, that's where I want it. Perfect. And now we can go cherry. Perfect. Not the best fruit I wanted to see. I think we go orange here. And then we pray for a cherry. No, 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 no. See, this is what I mean. The strawberries always are the ones that are fucking up my shit. I was probably trying to get a little bit too cute with that one. Yeah. I got too cute with it. Too cute. Just let stuff pop for a second. See where we end up. Okay. I've been in worse positions. So let's pop that through. It all ended out okay. It all ended out okay. Now we're gonna get a grape in the bottom right. I don't know if that was a good pop or not. I think we go apple here. Yeah, thank God. I think we orange here to help prevent any dropouts. Cherry here, because this is going orange. Apple. I want a grape here. I'm planning for a grape. Two cherries is fine. We planned for it. Orange, right. Perfect. Okay, here's a grape. Do we think what do we think we're gonna get first? A second strawberry or one grape? I guess it doesn't super matter. We did get a second strawberry first, but it doesn't super matter. We actually got a third strawberry, and a fourth strawberry, which is wild. Okay. So cherry here might drop the orange, and then we get peach on the right. Is what we're hoping for. Who says no? I guess cherry says no, huh? Yeah. Okay, we go strawberry. We can still get our pear. I said peach, but I meant pear. I don't think I want this apple yet. Yeah, the apple kind of fucks me. I shouldn't have done that. I don't know if placing this cherry here is even worth it now. Because that'll just make a grape. Is grape going to be good? You know what I thought would be... You're still going to recreate it in Unity, so this isn't even related at all. But I thought it'd be a really funny... somehow if you could figure out a way to make this a funny Halloween costume. Like somehow be like, oh no, yeah, I'm Watermelon Game. From Twitch? You ever heard of it? I want to make a second peach here, and I want this to make a peach. That's my goal. Of what I'm trying to do. And so I'm trying to be very careful with where I'm placing stuff as to make sure that I'm leaving room for stuff to fall. I'm not doing a great job at it, but that'll be okay. Man, I kind of got a really bad run of fruit here. Kind of got screwed there too. Okay, we're all right. That's about as bad as it could have gone. Tape a bunch of fruits to yourself. I mean, that's an easy way to do it. Oh, you guys are gonna hate my Halloween costume, by the way. Every single Judgy's viewer for the Halloween episode, you're all going to collectively groan when you see the bullshit that I pulled on our Halloween episode. Oh, it feels good to be good at this game. Holy shit. Woo! Man. I know I didn't narrate any of it, but that was all planned. That was my brain just literally planning for the only out I had. And I absolutely cracked it. It was a nutty play. So there you go. There's our watermelon. Now the game is far from over. Let that be known. Okay. I don't want to fuck with this at all. Like, I need to get a cherry there. Like, oh boy, it's answering my prayers. Thank you, game. Okay, I'm logging out of work. I mean, this is arguably more important. This is where we lock in. This is where we lock in and be great. Okay, apple is huge here. Oh, double persimmon. Yes. Okay. All right. Perfectly planned for. This is great. This is going great. Just don't fuck it up. If you just don't fuck it up, you can't lose. Clear eyes, clear hearts. Can't lose. Okay, we enjoy an orange for sure. 3 oranges in a row. Interesting. And then a persimmon from the grapes. And then look at this. Look at this. The game wants me to win. Cherries. Cherries are interesting. My gut says here. Who says no? That's what I was afraid of. Not the worst. Not the worst. We can live with this. We can't live with that. That was really bad. Now we need double cherry. We need double cherry. Holy shit. Okay. I think we have to go cherry here and get this orange out of it more. Holy fuck. Okay. What do we want to do? Where do we want the cherries? Cherry placement is crucial. I think we try to get this strawberry. We missed it, but that's okay. It was calculated. I knew the risks that we were taking here. We can grape that up. Okay. Okay. We're loving life. We are loving life. Here we go. Here we go. Perfect. Cherry right. Okay. Now this is very important. I need to hit the left persimmon here, because if I hit the top one, the left persimmon will get in the way. I meant the opposite of what I said. Fuck me. Grape next is pretty annoying. I think grape has to go here. Yeah, grape here was for that. Oh. Oh, I'm so good. Okay. We're chilling. We're vibing. Our vibes are immaculate. I think we go grape. Oh, cherry is really nice, actually. We just got to place this just right. Yes. Okay. Orange before the apple falls. Into grape. Now, strawberry pushes apple. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. This is it. This is the run. This is the run. All we gotta do is not fuck it up. Alright, where's the plan? I don't think the pair on the right will ever get to the pair in the middle. I really don't. Which means I need to build a pair on the left side. I think that's my best plan. If the grape wasn't on top of the pear on the right, I could place a strawberry there and hope it wiggles its way down. I just don't think that's going to happen. And so therefore, my best play is going to be to put this persimmon here or here and then place the orange in the opposite spot. And I think dropping this persimmon here is going to be easier than placing an orange there. So I think that's my play. I can persimmon. I can cherry. And now here's where it gets a little tight. I think we do that and... Okay, we saved it. Ah, did I fuck it up? I might have fucked it up. Oh, I definitely fucked it up. All right. Need a cherry. Oh, double cherry is huge. Double cherry was massive. Okay, well, this is salvageable. We got two at. Oh my god. Yo. Holy shit, I'm nutty. That had to... You don't understand the timing of that window. The timing of those placements was fucking insane. Oh my god. Okay. Orange, easy placement. What? What? How did that trigger it? No! I'm sorry. That should not have triggered the end. God damn. That sucks. I can't believe that triggered end. The goal was obviously to place orange there, and then persimmon right, and then orange, apple. Man. There we go. Hey, it was the music. I think we can all agree. Oh, 29. That's my new PB. That's my new best score. And just so everybody knows as well, better than Erika and Christian. Of course, I think Erika's best score was 2693, which you guys can't see. I'll load it into the next game. Erika's best score is 2693. Christian's best score was, I think, 2540. So just so we're all clear on who the fruit placing savant of the podcast is. And now we just do it again. That's the best part about this game. Is you just do it again. And it's never... The thing is, Davey, I had already beat her. She never eclipsed my best, is the thing. That is now my new best, but my second old best was better than her best. I can't believe that popped. I really thought I was gonna break 3,000 there with that orange. Pretty unfortunate. You're gonna lurk? You're about to miss a fucking... the 3-banger. Boop, boop. This game is so addictive. I can't believe that grape didn't touch that grape. Man, the beginning is so calm and peaceful and not stressful at all. It's just nice little fruit placement. Nothing's going wrong yet. Excuse me? Excuse me? Why did I say anything? Oh, come on! They're touching! They're touching! Are you telling me that's not touching? I mean, if I drop this, they'll touch, yeah? You hate to see it, folks. You really hate to see it. Okay. Didn't do what I wanted it to. It's salvageable. It's salvageable. Really need you to start rolling with me, fruit. So the goal is going to have to be to get 4 apples left. If those aren't going to touch. And I need to clear out the orange and the persimmon on the bottom. Perfect. Would really, really enjoy a strawberry right now, game. Of course not. Oh, I succeeded, Shijo. I'm kind of the GOAT at this game. I don't even want to fuck with that side. I don't want to potentially mess up anything. Because I really want that to happen. And they're not rolling my way. I can knock this down maybe? But I have an orange next, so I guess there's no point to. But I don't know where else to put this, so I guess I have to, yeah? Okay. And then orange here. I think orange here makes sense. Okay, we're gonna go persimmon up there, so now grape has to go here. Okay. I don't hate this. This has to go here. Man, that was a violent throw. Well, I went a little bit too hasty on that one. Double cherry. Double cherry is huge. Double cherry is massive. Oh, Mr. Grape, get in there. I think I might be able to suck that orange. There we go. Hey, okay. We're kind of saving it, but that orange and that persimmon is not ideal. I guess maybe? Okay, that helps. That helps. I think I tried it. Oh. I moved too fast. Oh, we're getting saved. I think getting an apple here is massive for my cause. And now I just want to make sure that apple doesn't fall down. So I'm going to try to speed run getting that to a pear. Which means this has to go over here because I can't. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, that fucked. Oh, that worked, I guess. Everything's coming down, Millhouse. DK Rotijeb. Thank you for the prime sub, bud. Thank you so much. Welcome to the judgiest community on Twitch. We don't just play fruit game on this Twitch channel. We also Twitch channel on this Twitch channel. What that entails is us going online and finding things to react to. I think my inaction kind of fucked me there. Thank you, Every Mirror. Welcome. If you haven't been in here already. I think everybody loves me is the thing. That's the cool part about being me is everybody loves me and nobody hates me. I think that's true. Because if that's not true, it'd actually be pretty upsetting. No, but you love me more. Oh my god, another... Hey, maybe Every Mirror does love me more. Maybe they do. I'm not one to argue with it. Okay. No, I don't want the apple to go down. I do not want the apple to go down. I do not want the apple to go down. Please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. Alright, perfect. That was an insanely lucky... That wasn't skill. That was just insanely lucky fruit order. I would love another cherry game. Cherry? Okay, there's a cherry. Okay, here's an orange left. Orange left is fine. We get a grape with our 2 strawberries. Then here's a grape. Just like Hughes. Dude, this game, so somebody said it earlier. It really does just make you feel like once you get into a Zen mode, it makes you feel so fucking smart. Like when you really start Zenin. I think I might have fucked that orange. But that's okay. It's not terrible. It's not exactly where I wanted that, but it's not terrible. I've not taken a flow state. In fact, I don't know if I can even just... Can I say this? I'm gonna think on whether or not I can say what I want to say right now. It's not anything bad. They always do say you can't unfuck that orange. It's true. I've heard people say it, honestly. No. Do not. Thank you. Fucking asshole. I want to work my next YouTube video, but I'm sick and my voice is all scraggly. Bengaman, let me tell you. Before I made YouTube videos... I used to always like kind of like, I mean, not entirely, but but kind of whenever a YouTuber was like, man, sorry I haven't put out a video recently. I just wasn't feeling good. And it's like, what do you mean? It's been 3 months. How have you not felt good for 3 months? And then once I started making content, it was like, ah. Interesting. I understand your plights now. I'm not seeing enough movement. Yeah, no, I totally get that. It sucks too. Because you know you should, and you know, like... But yeah. Recently monetized? Let's fucking go. Hey, you and me have the same amount of YouTube channels monetized, unless you have other ones. That's something that's way harder than I think people realize. Getting to 1,000 YouTube subscribers is or can be just like genuinely such a seemingly impossible platform to or milestone to hit. You had a couple of tutorials that banged. My brother, when he had a YouTube channel, is kind of what he did. Accidentally, is he was making... I mean, this was back in like 2011. Maybe even before that. He made some like just really basic Minecraft tutorials. On just like, here's how to make a pig farmer. Which, I don't even know if that's relevant in modern Minecraft. In fact, it almost certainly isn't. But, he had a couple of those do like well, and like they still get like views today. He doesn't make YouTube videos anymore, but good tutorials are hard to come by on YouTube. I think this is it. This runs over. It's Jover. As the youngins say. Okay. Hang on. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Okay, I broke 2,000 though. It always feels good when you break 2,000. Building cabins in the woods is all my YouTube suggested vids. What's mine? Let's see if we'll see if it's safe to share. Let's see what my YouTube... It's gonna be all football and Pokemon. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Fantasy football, Madden / NCAA YouTuber, H3 podcast. Which I'll say it, I don't really watch anymore. Football person I've never watched, Hassan, Pokemon. Look at that. Judges, Scooch. Do you guys know who Scooch is? He makes pretty good content. I've never watched his streams, but pretty good YouTube videos. The first one I saw of his was... I think it was this one here. I played 3 roguelikes you've never heard of. It's a very good video. And obviously I went through and watched other stuff. Very funny. Speedrun, you Colts. Oh yeah, this seems about right. Diablo, a little bit of watermelon game. Absolutely. I don't get Smosh recommended me anymore. Probably because I don't watch them anymore. But I don't think... I can't remember the last time... Like, even when I was watching them however many years ago. Like, maybe like 3 years ago when I was still watching them. I feel like they still didn't get recommended to me a ton. Even when Anthony came back and I was watching their sketch comedy, I never got re-recommended their like new sketch comedy stuff. Oh, don't even get me started on the drama of the Smosh Reddit videos. Don't even get me frickin' started on that. Just no, it's more of just a joke of just just the fact that they're doing Reddit content and we do Reddit content. Those fuckers stole our unique idea. Those pieces of shit stole our super unique idea. An idea that only us, and we were the first ones to come up with it. Those assholes. I've never watched Smash's Reddit stuff. The thing is, wait, there's other podcasts? Exactly. This is the energy we need. The thing is, like, I don't watch any of the Reddit content, at all. But I think it's more of a just, like, why would I watch it if I'm also creating it, you know? It'd probably be better business practice to, like, know what competitors are doing, but... Well, that's the thing. So, not to get too, like, into the weeds here, but we always, like, at least Christian and I, just because we talk about it more when we, like, work out and stuff. Or we've said it on the podcast, too. It's just, like, our show it was never meant to be, we're gonna read Reddit stories and that's the show. Mainly because Christian and I come from a similar understanding of, like, like the shows that we watch or listen to, is what mainly, I mean, obviously I was the one who started the show, or had the original idea for it, I should say. The shows that we like, or I'll just say me, the shows that I like, they might have a premise that is like, hey, here's the premise. We're going to be doing this thing every week. But then the show is, like, not even really about that. They use that as a jumping off point to you know, talk or whatever. Like I've said it before, it's like our show is meant to be a more personality forward podcast as opposed to just any other Reddit podcast. And some people don't like that, and then they get mad, which to me is just funny. Because there's a podcast I really liked, and I don't listen to podcasts anymore that are comedy, just because I noticed very early on that sometimes I would accidentally steal people's bits, and it wasn't intentional. I just would, like, do a joke or a voice from something that I heard, because I thought it was funny. And it's like, well, especially once we started getting bigger, I didn't want that to, like, be a thing. So I made sure to, I just stopped listening to comedy podcasts. But the Hey Riddle Riddle is an amazing show. It's absolutely hilarious. I was a day one fan of them. And I probably listened up to, like, episode 1, maybe like 140-ish, if I had to take a guess, of just about where I ended. I was a Patreon member. I fucking loved the show. I think the three comedians on that show are so fucking funny, but they're also funnier together. Like, they did a really good job. They all just were Chicago improv people who knew each other from the improv scene, and Adel already had a different podcast, and they started this one. But they're so funny together. And Hey Riddle Riddle, the concept of the show, the storyboard pitch is, we're going to read riddles and solve them, and that's the show. And you hear that, and you're like, you know, why would I want to watch a show where, like, other people solve riddles? That sounds so frustrating. And it kind of is, in the sense of, like, sometimes there's a really obvious answer to a riddle, and they just don't get it. But the actual point of this show, once you listen to it, is they do it, they kind of try to solve the riddle, they don't get it, and then they just do improv based off of how fucking stupid of a riddle prompt that was. Because once you start looking into riddles, you realize there's like three riddles, and they're all the same. So it's just kind of funny, like, and then so people would message or like leave comments and shit and be like, oh my god, you guys only did 2 riddles on that last episode or something like that. And Adel, the host, would always joke and be like, we're gonna have an episode where we do no riddles. And they actually did I think it was episode 50 of Hey Riddle Riddle. Let's see here, HRR episode 50. Yeah, it was episode 50. It was their 50 riddle extravaganza where they were gonna read 50 riddles by the end of the show, and then they kept not reading riddles, and it was the funniest fucking episode of any show I've ever listened to. It was so meta. It was so fucking hilarious. They would do a constant check-in like every 10 minutes to be like, oh, let's check out that riddle count. Here we are 10 minutes into the show. Where are we at? 0 riddles. 0 riddles, really? Still, I swear we got one in somewhere. And they ended up going the whole show without doing a single riddle. And it's so fucking funny. And so that's whenever people leave comments on our shit, they expect us to be like other Reddit podcasts and no, none of us are trained comedians either. And maybe that's part of it, but I like to think that our show is funny and the value of the show is there without necessarily needing to have the most popular Reddit story that week or, you know, anything like that. It's not necessarily the best business decision for us. Like, a lot of the stuff we do isn't the best business decision for us. Oftentimes far from it. But that's not necessarily always our main goal. There's a lot of things we do that are technically bad business. But we like doing it because it feels more natural to us. Boy, this round really got out of hand really fast. We'll just end it. I'd love to see you and Christian do an open mic one day. Ooh. Maybe. Maybe a long time from now. Did I read that on an episode? I think very early on. I actually used to have a notes app with like, this was before the podcast started, of like stand-up bits. And I doubt any of them were funny. Christian, I will say, Christian did a stream once of doing stand-up that he wrote, and he just like listened to like, no, Christian, as he said multiple times, Christian is not an unconfident narcissist, where he does not have very much confidence for a lot of things, when I feel like he should. Obviously, I think Christian is hilarious. But he also thinks that everybody else is unfunny. Or like, you know what I mean? Like you said on the show before too, but it's so funny to hear him talk about it. Like cause he did a Twitch stream where he did like a tight 10. Like he did 10 minutes of stand-up. Like he just for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, read and watched a bunch of videos on YouTube and like read books or whatever about how to do stand-up comedy and like the theory behind it and how to write a good joke and like all this stuff. And then he did a fucking like 10-minute set on Twitch, and it was so funny. It was so fucking funny. But that was a long time ago. And it was yeah, I think he's very, very funny, obviously. Yeah, exactly. Him walking around a new city and being like, why is everyone so ugly? But I also do think naturally, just to be a creator, you kind of have to have that. Oh, have a good one, Jenny. Thanks for hanging out. You kind of have to have a little bit of that in your head of like, you need to have a little bit in your mindset of like even if you're a Twitch streamer or a YouTuber or, you know, or a comedian, like whatever you're doing, you have to be able to think to yourself, I am better than everybody else, or at least I am better than people who are more popular than me, maybe not everybody, but I have a belief that people will want to listen to me as opposed to everything else that they could listen to. And some people take that too far, obviously. But I think it's you have to have that belief a little bit. Otherwise, why are you doing it? Scam art. Some people are just scam artists and they just want to harbor views and they're just, you know, pieces of shit. But even then, I would argue that's kind of them being like, I'm smarter than people. It's like saying I'm going to make a new catcher. Exactly. Exactly. It's exactly what I was saying, actually. This game is so good, Sal. It's so fun. It literally might be game of the year. I know that Baldur's Gate technically is probably one of the best games ever made, and also this came out in 2021, but this might be game of the year candidate. I would really love to see a grape here. Oh, asking you shall receive. The character development on Pineapple is just something you don't really see in modern games. A lot of game designers are actually calling this game out for, like, you know, the fact that it had a big budget and was able to create such a rich story here, you know, like, and they're like, oh, well, they had the backing of Big Watermelon. It's like, well, yeah, everybody knows what watermelon is. It doesn't mean that, like, everybody's going to play it just because they've eaten a watermelon. Yeah, I hear the DLC is you're going to get a little bit more on, like, the cherry's backstory, and you're going to be able to tell, like, exactly why it looks like that, which is very cool. And maybe it's not a redemption, but more so of an understanding, right? Because obviously you can't really redeem Cherry. It's kind of written into its character of, like, who it is as a person, but you can maybe get a little bit of, like, understanding, mutual understanding. You romanced Grape? Oh, I tried to so hard, but I got that glitch where because I like Orange wouldn't stop hitting on me. And I was like trying to, like, let it down easy and be like, oh no, I just brushed my teeth. And I still end up somehow fucking an Orange. And then because of that, Grape was like, oh, I see you're already with somebody else. I don't want to be with a skis bag. They raised the approval thresholds on Orange. Thank God. Thank fucking God. We're making jokes about Baldur's Gate 3. It's a bad run. I should just reset. This one's fucked. I got really fucked once I got to the pear side. We're just dropping fruit. We're dropping fruit, boys. Grape is hot. Grape is hot if your parents didn't show you enough affection as a kid. You know what I mean? Like, I think if you come from, like, even a slightly good household, you understand that Apple is really the hot one. And Grape is just sort of like... Grape is like Apple pre-getting their shit together. You know? It's like, why go for Grape when you have Apple? Do you want a fun short story? Sure. Hit me with a fun short story. I said this run was fucked, and then I just started randomly dropping fruit, and then it kind of looked decent. I was like, hang on. Random fruit's kind of popping off here. Oops. That was my fault. It doesn't matter. This run was fucked. Fine. I think there is a game about romancing fruit. I think it's called some version of Honey Pop. Saturday night, a guy invited me to his house to drink and smoke. I didn't understand it was a date until he kissed you. Oh, Celia, no. You tell me, hang on, you're telling me Honey Pop isn't about soda cans? I tried to leave him for a girl that lives in his building. Wait, what do you mean leave him? Like, just like leave the situation? Or do you mean like you were dating him at that point? And then hateful boyfriend, my favorite dating sim. How many 3,000 plus games did you miss? Unfortunately, 0. I was drunk on a date and tried to ditch my date for a girl. My date was offended. Oh, that's fair. You can get pregnant from pre-date. That is true. Oh, is it not Honey Pop? Is it Hooney Pop? I don't know. Oh, hateful boyfriend is actually oh, Hotiful? Is it actually Hotiful and that wasn't a typo? Oh, it is Hotiful. Okay, cool. Horny Pop? I do need to do a dating sim on this stream here. You date pigeons? The thing is, you want to hear some really bullshit that you're gonna hate me for. Remember how I was just talking about how I stopped listening to comedy podcasts because I would chomp bits? You can still get pregnant from pre-blank is a bit from... It's actually a bit that I chomped from Hey Riddle. Adel would say it every single fucking like time anybody said anything, and I thought it was so funny. And I started it on Judges, and we just haven't stopped. Yep, there's a little bit of bit chomping lore. That was one of them. I also I mean, it was like episode 2 or 3. It was very early on. There's a bit about Cars 2 not existing or something like that, right? And that's just straight a ripped bit from the Gus Netty podcast. They literally talked about it earlier that week that I listened to. I brought it up, and then the conversation that we had from that was unique, obviously, and individual. But I first heard it like a day before on their show, where they were like, "Did Cars 2 exist?" Yeah, R.I.P. the Gus Netty podcast, huh? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like imitation, right? Imitation is the highest form of flattery. Chomping someone's bit. Listen, I think like taking bits from people like in your real life, I think that's totally valid. I don't even call that chomping bits. I think that's like it's like playing with or like playing on, you know, like Christian, like I said earlier in the stream, when Christian kept saying come on, like I loved like taking something funny and making it more funny with my friends. So I'm totally down for that. You listen to the Judges in the Basement Yard, they're so funny. I'm so pissed that they're like you just see people like that and you're like, God, you guys are just so naturally hilarious. Man, I can't believe I didn't connect. There we go. I don't listen to them, I just see their clips on TikTok. I guess I should specify too. I think they're very funny though. Although, don't they have like 700 episodes or something crazy? Who's old? Hey, if your girl ain't old enough to remember the old Judges logo, she's too young for you, bro. Yeah, I imagine if I had to take a conservative guess, 90% of our fans are probably from TikTok. I can't believe you couldn't have found us on TikTok when we had 12 episodes out, because we only posted once we had video. Unless, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how you wouldn't have seen it. We didn't post until episode like 40-ish. You got us from Ladies and Tangents? Let's frickin' go. Hey, that's a direct Erika conversion right there. I'd rather you take a liberal guess, but hey, no judgments. Huh? Oh, because I say conservative guess. I like that bit, Davey boy. I like that a lot. I'm going to use that. I'm chomping your bit. How about that? Stream needs a soundboard? Steam. Stream? Oh, I do have a soundboard. Can you not hear that? I've got a stream deck. It's because I got my desktop. Hang on, I'm gonna fix it. Let me fix it. I know, I do know why this one's... It's because fucking this game is so loud. Really? You guys can hear the game, right? Right. Okay. It's because the game is so loud. I've had to turn down everything, and the game is on the same instance of music or audio as the soundboard.
Good one, Joshua.
Cool. Yeah. Is our soundboard labeled? No, you can't label our soundboard. It's you can color code stuff, and you can put a different icon on it, but you can't label it. But on mine, I've got a stream deck. I can't show it as I can. This right here. So this has all of the buttons, and I have like my chords are like, it's because I'm at a standing desk right now. But on this, you can put like full I can put like full words and stuff on stuff, so I know what I'm hitting. Using the cool sound in real life is insane because it's just me saying cool.
Shut the fuck up, Josh! Shut the fuck up, Josh! Shut the fuck up!
The shut the fuck up, Josh is a great addition to the board. I think the episode just came out today, or maybe I think it just came out today where I asked the question. Because Chris, this is the episode that came out, right? Where we debuted a bunch of new sounds that we've been sitting on. Is that right? But I think it was this one where I say like, has there ever been a sound of me on the board? And the only one I could think of was cool. I'm so stupid. Hey, you might say you love sound drops. There is a non-silent minority or majority. I don't know. There's a decent amount of people who really fucking hate the sound. And Erika is one of them. Come on. Is the Scooby-Doo running sound still on there? So, are you talking about on the board? No. I mean, yes and no. The thing is, our board has 9 slots, right? Which is such a small number for a soundboard. So we probably could maybe next year upgrade it. Or figure out a way to have more. But we have 9 slots. And when you get down to it, it's really not even 9 because one of them has to be the outro song. It doesn't have to be the outro song, but one of them is the outro song / intro song. But we obviously don't use it for the intro song, and we don't need to use it for the outro song because we can just add it in post. But we have the outro song, and then we have the circle jerk notification. We have the soft applause, and then we have... So that's 3. That's 3 right there that you can't get rid of. Just straight up. You cannot get rid of those sounds. And so you have 6, and then you add in like air horn, which like kind of has to be there along with applause. And now you've got stuff like that. Now we have, like I said, we can buy a stream deck and plug it into the soundboard and have that. But like, yeah, if you have too many, it's not set up very conducively to like use very frequently either. It's better now that it's on the couch. It used to be when we first got the new setup, we put it right on the edge of the table right here. And it was just too out of far to reach for Christian. So now we have it on the couch itself, and we had to rewire or remove all of our wires. But if it's too much, then you don't want it to completely take over the show, I guess. I mean, I'd be okay with it, but like we could just plug something in via USB and use that as a soundboard, if we wanted to, but probably not super necessary. Well, I didn't want that to happen. You're requesting more Aurora-isms? Aurora didn't love the Aurora-isms. And I started to not like them either. As when we first moved in together, and so I was obviously just like, you know, we're learning a lot more about each other. And it really did get to a point to where like she would say something funny, and I would just take my phone out and start writing it down, and she'd be like, "Don't write that down," or like something like that. And then yeah, I did feel more like we were. I didn't want it to feel like we were like I was like trying to monetize our relationship or something like that, you know. Babe, come on. This is content. You guys ready to see a fucking nutty play? Never mind. It kept shifting. No nutty play is incoming. Boop. No. Please, 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 please. Thank you. Well, there was just a nutty play, to be fair. It just wasn't the nutty play that I was expecting. Yeah, guys, this... I will say, everybody, if you're looking away, if I'm on your second monitor right now, this setup is pretty nutty right now. This is a pretty insane spot to be at 1500. I think I'm gonna grape here. I think I want that. I just want the peach to be able to push to the right a little bit. No, well, it's just that's how I watch content. Ever made it to watermelon? Yeah, I've made it to watermelon. I'll probably make it to watermelon this run. I'm not that far off from one. You know what's funny though is I didn't for a long time. I had multiple scores in the 2000s when I first started playing this, without getting a watermelon. And I actually said that to Christian and Erika, or I think it was just Christian. And Christian was like, "You haven't gotten a watermelon yet?" I was like, "No, I don't know. I just get 2,000 points without one. I'm sorry." You did on your third try while Christian was struggling. That's funny. Yeah. The thing though is like, I'm doing all this setup in a way, and I kind of fucked myself. But you do all this setup in a way so that way when you get the watermelon, you're not just immediately fucked. Because if you get a watermelon without proper planning, it eats up so much fucking space that your run kind of ends, you know? So that's the kind of the goal of what I'm trying to achieve here. But I kind of messed it up, unfortunately. Okay, let's go apple here. Okay. I really, 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 really need a persimmon. Like, really bad. Perfect. No, it wasn't a risky orange. I know what I'm doing. I gotta fuck this one up pretty bad, though. And by I mean the fruit just didn't really... The fruit didn't really fall where I needed him to. Unfort. Okay. Yeah, that's actually really bad. What just happened is really, really bad. I can try to maybe... I can't believe that popped! Whatever. Get a great clip of romancing oranges. I'm probably gonna clip that, honestly, for TikTok. I thought that was kind of funny. This game is just literally... I can't remember the last game to, like, probably Only Up. It's probably the last game to really come out of nowhere and just take over the streaming space, which is great. I loved Only Up, but this is a lot more accessible than Only Up. They did take it off the Steam store, yeah. Yeah, because he was technically using assets that were stolen. Jump King was a long time ago, though, and I don't think everybody was playing Jump King. I could be wrong. I don't think everybody was playing Jump King. Like, like every streamer right now is playing this game. Every single one, or at least has. No, from what I understand, like the person who created the game used just like default like Unreal Engine preset stuff and then didn't like credits properly or something. And so like people started claiming their assets. Yeah, he took a lot of copyrighted IP. So like people started claiming their assets and he needed to like regrow it. Listen, I think copyright law is pretty, I mean, we talked about it a little bit earlier. I think it's a little, I don't know. I believe sharing art is great, right? And like that guy, I mean, I guess I don't know. I'm assuming that whoever made it was like just a dude in a basement with some free time. And so I'm definitely being biased when I think of it like that. Because it was a fun game and like, I don't know, like it was what, like $8 or something? Whatever. I don't know. But the idea of like him doing that versus like, I mean, there are like massive game companies that do that. And that doesn't mean that because other people do it, it's okay, but I don't know. It was just wild. Like, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. Yay, pineapple! I could never play Dead by Daylight. One, I'm not a huge fan of online games because, as M says, people do suck. But also, obviously, it's a horror game. Like, the horror genre does not sit with me well. When your friends leave you to die. That's so funny to me that, like, I mean, I guess I get it. But, it's so funny to me that, like, people like primarily play as survivors or only play as murderers. It's just funny to me. I mean, I never really played the MOBA version of MOBAs, primarily because of that, just people sucking. Like, just people just being such assholes and, like, ruining people's game experiences because you start losing. Like, I played a ton of Smite. Like, I have thousands of hours into Smite. But I always played the way more casual game modes. Just because it was, so daunting to go into a fucking MOBA and, like, have people scream at you for, like, not being the most cracked fucking like Agni player they've ever seen. I was like, okay, but I don't know. It's Tuesday at 8 p.m. What would I do if someone stream sniped me? I don't know. So that's the thing is, I don't even really play games that like would be annoying to have happen. But I don't know. It's an interesting question, right? Like, because there's obviously like better ways to handle it than others, but I remember when I was a kid, teenager probably, playing MapleStory. It was probably a private server, if I had to take a guess. And I was playing MapleStory, and probably a private server. And in MapleStory, you could do like /find and then player name. And then you could find out whatever game channel they were on and like follow people. And that was happening to me. Some dude just kept following me to no matter where I was and killing everything on my screen. That way I wasn't getting any experience or drops or anything. And I was genuinely so mad. I think I just like logged out, but I was pretty upset because it's like, man, I just set aside time to play this fucking game. Like, why are you being so weird? Like, why is that fun to you? To like ruin somebody else's time? Especially now as an adult, like, as a kid it was whatever. Like, as a teenager, because it's like, well, you're a fucking teenager, what else were you gonna be doing? But especially now as an adult, like, you finally get time to like play a game, like you have time set aside to like just chill out and relax, and to have someone just do that shit would be so fucking annoying. I wouldn't freak out if I was on stream though. Just because I need to keep a professional front, and I don't think I'd get that upset. Subs is 50%. Yeah, right, it is 50%. Yeah. Twitch and the subs. Well, gay lesbian, let me explain subs to you. A sub is when a dom. Twitch subs, so Twitch subs are probably the quote unquote easiest way for a Twitch streamer to make money. But yeah, Twitch takes 50% of it, which of course is it's an insane. Yeah, Domino's and Subway, right. It's an insane number. 50% is a crazy number. Bigger streamers get more than that, but they have to do like contracts with Twitch, so they stream X amount of hours, and it's also against their contract to release how much money they make. So bigger streamers get a bigger amount, but we don't know how much. But yeah, 50% of the sub goes. Now, when it comes to Twitch Prime subs, those, I mean, we also Twitch streamers only get 50% of 50% of a Twitch Prime sub, which we get $250. But that's already money that you're paying Twitch or paying Amazon Prime. So Amazon Prime subs are literally free and Amazon knows that they lose money off of them, which is why they try. You have to go in and manually redo a Prime sub, because they know if they made it so you didn't have to manually do it, they would lose so much money. So if you have a Twitch Prime, or if you have Amazon Prime, you should link it and give it to a Twitch streamer. Any Twitch streamer. I'm not even saying me, but just give it to any Twitch streamer. Just because it's literally money that you're stealing from Amazon Prime. You do so if once you are subbed, you will never see an ad again. I can't control the ads on Twitch. Once you become an affiliate, your channel automatically starts running ads. And I can't control that. The only way I can stop ads is by playing ads. So when you come into the Twitch stream for the first time and you're not subbed, you will get a pre-roll ad. From what I understand, the only way to stop that from playing for every single person that comes in is if I manually run ads every X amount of minutes. I think it's like I can run an ad break and then new people coming in won't get it, but then people who were here will see the ads if they're not subbed. But I cannot turn them off, which if it were up to me, I would have them turned off. Especially when we were just doing a weekly stream. Like, the point wasn't to make money off of Twitch. Like I've said before, like we make like 60 to 80 bucks off Twitch a month. So like and that's pre-tax, right? So like it's barely any money. We do it for the love of the game. With Twitch, once you're subbed, you never see ads. And so I could run an ad every 45 minutes or something, and then when people join, they don't see an ad, but then anybody who's in here who isn't subbed will see the ad. It's their way to make it so you feel compelled to sub. Oh, we'll wait until Lesbian's back. Gay Lesbian is back, because they are currently getting ads. Which is really funny. But yeah, Bits, I guess, were they also the person who asked about Bits? Oh, Celia asked about Bits. Bits, creators get 100% of the Bits money. So like if you give me 100 bits, I get $100. However, when you're buying bits, Twitch takes money off of you. So it's a way that like you're covering Twitch's expenses, or like you're the one who's paying Twitch in that regard, if that makes sense. So that's how bits work. And I think, is there another way to, oh, and then donos. Same thing with donations, is you can do a donation, which we don't have set up, which is when you do like a text to speech thing. When you do a donation, it might be like, like if you give me $2, you can make this AI voice say this thing, and then the creator gets a percentage of that as well. But yeah, as Dapsauce is saying correctly, I'll always say, if you want to support us, do not do it on Twitch, especially because, I mean, now again, I'm going to be potentially, streaming more, but because we don't stream as much, it isn't even worth it on your end to support us here more, like if you want more, yeah, go to Patreon. Patreon, I think, takes 8%. If I remember properly from the last time I looked at it, which is crazy. 8% is an insanely low number. So that's why I like Patreon. I don't know about the other like websites like that. Like I don't know about like Ko-fi or anything like that. But Patreon in that regard has always been good. Their UI is kind of dog shit, but what are you gonna do? That really fucked me. Please touch. Okay. I've never used Ko-fi or coffee. I assume it's pronounced like coffee, but I don't really know, I guess. Perfect. Hey, I love this. This needs to turn into an orange ASAP. This isn't helping. That really sucks. Got kind of fucked on my fruit selection here. Now I get a cherry. Push it! Push! That's too late. Yeah, I got some pretty bad fruit at the end. What are you gonna do? That's alright. I'm always glad when I get over 2,000. It makes me... I feel like if I break 2,000, I feel like I played well enough. Or, well, you know, at least... Obviously, I didn't play perfect. But if I break 2,000, I always feel like I played good. And just sometimes the fruit's not that great for you. So I can be happy with that. Yeah, I've never used Ko-fi or coffee. I don't know about any other site. I don't know about like Fansly or OnlyFans or anything like that in terms of like how much money they take. But from what I understand, Patreon's pretty good with their rates. I've never played League of Legends. Wait. Oh, thank you, I don't know if I will today, but maybe someday. Did I play League of Legends in college? Or did I play Dota? I can't remember if I played Dota 2 if I played League of Legends. I had a summer where I worked research for my biochem lab. And my lab partner, I was super into Smite. And I think he played... Maybe he played Heroes of the Storm. I can't remember if it was... No, I think it was League of Legends. It was League of Legends. And I got him to play Smite for a couple days with me. And then I played a couple matches of League of Legends with him. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the RTS version or style of League. It doesn't like appeal to me very much. Even though I used to love RTSs as a kid. Like me and my brother used to play Command and Conquer a ton. Like non-stop. That's all we played. Was every version of Command and Conquer. It was probably because we didn't play online. And therefore didn't have to deal with like people, you know, like we never did StarCraft, but I couldn't imagine we would have liked StarCraft if we would have played online against like, you know, really good StarCraft players, or like the same thing with Age of Empires, like where people are like, oh yeah, I played Age of Empires, and we're like, oh cool, I like RTSs, I'll play some Age of Empires, and you're playing against somebody that's like your friend who just played it as a kid, and they're doing like 17,000 inputs per minute, and you're just like, what? I just got to the Stone Age, and you've got you've got fucking like F17s, F16s coming at me. Like, what's going on here? That's not fun. And should I even stopped playing Smite? Like, I love Smite. The reason why I like Smite was, if you don't know where, it's a MOBA like League of Legends, but you use like gods from like, they had like multiple deities in it, or multiple religions in it, mythos. So they had like Greek, Roman, Hindi, Chinese. They added Shinto, like Japanese deities. Deities nuts, very good, very good. What the hell?
Good one, Joshua.
Thank you. And so you already sort of like compared to like League of Legends, you know, how many fucking... Oh no, Peach, what are you doing? Compared to like League of Legends, you join and you're like, there's 80,000 fucking heroes, and you're like, well, I don't even know what. How am I supposed to know what that guy does? You know, without having played thousands of hours. If you log in to Smite and you play it, and you see Poseidon walking at you, you'll be like, ah, water. You know, water makes me think magic, so maybe mage. And it's like slightly more intuitive because you should know like Poseidon, you know. Also, it's not RTS, it's top-down third person or not top down. It's third person thing. So like every single skill, aside for a few, was like a skill shot. Like you had to aim it. Whereas in League of Legends, obviously you just click and to aim your stuff, which I'm not saying is easy. I'm just saying it's different. Just appealed to me more. But even then, I stopped playing Smite because there's so much. It's just you have to constantly be playing in order just to keep up with metas and like understand the game. Such a time commitment that isn't really like required for most normal games. You know, like why would I put in that many hours of Smite when I could just be playing like, I don't know, Diablo 2 that I've been playing since I was a kid, so I know everything. It's a lot easier just to sit down and turn my brain off. Yeah, there's no casual element to it. Which, I mean, sometimes I want a good, like, sit down and really sweat game, but not all the times. It's a lot more rare than I want just a game where I can turn my brain off. Is Baldur's Gate really that fun? I mean, yes. To me, yeah. Baldur's Gate, I mean, when it came out, I literally could not stop playing it. It was so fun. I still play it every Monday. I've got a game going with my brother and Luis. Every Monday night we play for a couple hours. I've got a second campaign after I beat my first one. So like I've put well over 100 hours into it, which is the most I've put in any game recently, just because I couldn't stop playing it. It's like legit. It's legit like one of the best games I've ever played. In terms of just like, it really is just a game where you feel like you can do anything. Like if you look at something and think, I wonder if this does that. I've never once come across something where it's like, either it did something that I expected in a way that was like, okay, yep, cool, I'm rewarded for this. Or the game pretty much told me like, hey, we see that you're trying to do that, so, but you're not going to allow you to do that, so here's this other thing that happens instead. Like, it's just like really cool and fun. It's literally like playing D&D, which is great. Got to get back to fun. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Marla. Hope to see you again. And as Lem very astutely points out, fruit. Very true. I got no complaints, no arguments. Man, I don't really have a good place to put this. It probably wasn't the best placement of that. God damn it. Goddamn strawberries. Okay. Finally home. Boot her up, Sal. Get on that Suika game bullshit. Okay. I don't know how we feel about this. I don't know if that was the right play or not, but stinky today. Uh-oh. Hate to hear that. Is that the scariest story ever told? There's like the saddest story ever told, and then there's like the scariest, which is the kids were extra stinky today. Damn. Let's do that. I just want to push the apple. Vinegar and onions? Ugh. Why are they so stinky? It's October. What are they doing? Shouldn't it like calm down near the colder months? Yes, I want that to the right. Good. Would love to know. Maybe because it's not as hot, they don't put on as much deodorant. Some kids know how to wipe their ass. I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Vinegar, onion. You can just like smell shit. Ugh. Hey, I'll say it. Teachers get paid too much. No, it popped out. No, 22. 2200 again. That's my third best score today, I think. Yeah, it is. That's not terrible. I'll take that. You just hear teachers and nurses just get paid way too much. Whatever happened to that nurse strike? It was like the like pretty big news that there's that nurse strike, and then I think like the Israel-Palestine stuff popped off like a couple days after that. Well, what else is going on strike? There's something else that was like potentially going on strike. What was it? And it was supposed to be like this really big disruptive thing. No, it wasn't the United Auto Workers. I know they went on strike. It was something else. Somebody just told us, they're like, oh, go get this stuff because they're potentially about to go on strike. I don't know if they ever did. I mean, obviously it's good if they don't go on strike and they're able to get their demands met without striking, but totally support striking. You will not hear a peep about striking negatively from me. Yes, it was pharmacists. Yes, it was. Yes. Thank you very much. Cop the Halloween merch. Let's frickin' go. I love it. I love it so much. The crew neck is so comfortable. It was the pharmacists. It's CVS and Walgreens pharmacists. But yeah, I know pharmacists have been like super overworked for a super long time. And especially like it doesn't happen as much with teachers or it definitely people did this more with the like writers strikes is because Makai the Gemini with the Prime sub. Let's go. Thank you very much. Because people perceive that writers make a ton of money or that Hollywood actors are all rich, there was like a bunch of negative pushback of like, oh, what are they striking for? But especially with pharmacists, I feel like because people think that, or because, I mean, pharmacists do make, you know, a decent amount of money. People aren't going to support that as much, which is stupid, obviously. I'd kill for a festival right now. Festivals are so sick. They used to be a lot better, I will say that. At least all my local ones. When we were kids going to the festivals, the fairs, was awesome. Now, it's just a bunch of drunk people. Maybe that's how it always was, and I was just a kid. I didn't see it. But what happened to the fridge pod? Hey, Makai, I don't mind you asking. I can't say much. All I can say is that I decided to end it. I can, if you ask questions, I'll answer some, but I'm not going to say exactly what happened. But I'll just say that I ended it, and that I don't think you should be following him on anything, and also I'm pretty sure he deleted all of his stuff. But I can't talk about what happened. It's not my stuff to tell. Come to Mexico, got Serpentino until the 29th, and Dia de los... I would be sick. it would be fucking sick, Celia, for me to go to like a dia, like I would love to go to like a Dia de los Muertos, like shit. Unfortunately, I would have extreme white guilt. If that's the proper way to use that. I would just feel like, oh, I feel like I'm stealing like honor or something, like stealing, like I'm doing some sort of cultural appropriation by being here. I also get really weird about that with like Mexican grocery stores. We have a decent Hispanic population in our area, and there's a lot of Mexican grocery stores that I feel awkward going in just because it's like everything's cheaper in there, and it's like monetarily I should go there and, you know, buy stuff cheaper and like, you know, be a smart consumer, but I'm just like, I feel I don't know, it makes me feel weird, which is not unique to me. My brother's fiance, who is half Mexican, feels the same way, but that's also because she doesn't speak Spanish. And then they try to talk to her in Spanish because they see that she is, you know, a little brown. And then they try to talk to her in Spanish, and she's just like, I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. Oh, no, Celia. This is totally a me thing. Every single person who I know who is like Mexican or like, and it, you know, talks about it, they're just like, dude, nobody, like Luis is one of my best friends, and like he will always say like, oh no, you're like, dude, nobody fucking cares. Like people, like Mexicans love sharing their culture. It's a very, you know, it's a very like familial and like accepting culture. And it's like, I get it. I don't know what it is. I just can't. I mean, some of the best fucking parties I've been to have been like just like bomb ass quinceañeras and stuff. How big does a podcast have to be for you to consider coming on as a guest? Oh, with the first hydration redeem of the stream. I can't believe we've made it this far in. I can't believe I've been streaming for, I guess, close to 3 hours. Would you be opposed to driving? So many notifications. 2 hydrations. Hang on. Everybody remember? No, 3. What the hell? 4. No. Oh, my Zoom is messed up. Why is my Zoom messed up? I didn't mess with this. Hang on, let me fix my... Alright, everybody, 4 drinks. Alright. What was I even saying? I remember what I was saying. Probably nothing important. Oh, podcast guest experience for sure. It's less size thing. Here's the thing. I've talked about this frequently, openly and honestly. Which is that even though obviously I love my job and it's a dream to be a content creator, it is still a job. And the fact that I'm my boss does not mean that stops me from being lazy and wanting to put in the least amount of work possible. So there's a reason why we don't have guests, and it's because it's so much easier to not have guests. We have a lot of people that we would love to have as guests, but especially with scheduling is so annoying. So we have a bunch of people we'd love to have as guests that we just haven't even attempted to at this point, I guess, really. for being real. Like, we got some TikTok mutuals and stuff that we would love to have on. And pretty much any guest we have had recently reached out to us, right? And that doesn't mean we've also had people reach out to us who we haven't collabed with. I just mean that from a viewpoint of like, we are putting in very, very minimal effort. At least, I mean, I say that, I don't want to make it seem like like we're just doing nothing, because a lot of it is still like scheduling. Like, you know, Christian and Erika have a baby. Like, it just changes a lot about what you can and can't do, from, you know, scheduling standpoints. Do you think if I put this here, it'll push the Apple left? Please, 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 please. Thank you. Oh, wow. It didn't. So when you ask about like, size limit, like, no, I mean, like, what the hell? Why did that pop? No, I mean, like, if you really think, I mean, we've collabed with most people that we've collabed with are smaller than us. In some senses not, I guess. Like, Mercury's obviously much bigger than us. Mercury just happened to be, we were mutuals. From what I understand, Mercury's partner is a really big fan of ours. I don't think Mercury really is. And so Mercury just happened to be in Ottawa. And so we were already mutuals on TikTok. And I was like, hey, if you're in town, would love to do a collab. And Mercury was awesome. Loved hanging out with her. She was super cool. Would love to do that again. Mercury's assistant was really cool too. Really good people. And of course, you know, I guess I don't know about Mercury's assistant, but you know, Mercury's from a small town in Wisconsin, so it was just like, you know, it's just Midwest people, you know, like it felt, you know, normal, and like I was just hanging out with someone, you know, that I knew. But I mean, I feel like most people we've collabed with are quote unquote smaller than us. Like, trying to think of like people who weren't, like, you could say like Sabrina maybe is bigger than us. In some regards that's true, in other regards it's not. Like, but collabing to me has never been about like, it's a little bit about exposure. Like, I think one of the best ways to grow something is to do collabs. It's not a great way to grow things, but it's a really good way to introduce yourself, especially for a long form content like ours, for new people to get introduced to your stuff. But yeah, like, so it's like about vibes. Like, if I'm going to collab with someone, like, so like, it's a great example, Davey boy. Kunkin has been a follower of the Judgies for a long time. In fact, I can tell you almost exactly when he followed us, on Instagram at least, because if you go to his YouTube page, he made a video about let me see here. There's no way it was that way to go. Kunkin made a video about Gus Johnson, and Christian. I remember Christian telling me that, like, I remember getting recommended Kunkin's video on YouTube and not watching it at the time. And Christian told me he watched it and was like, it was really good. Oh, by the way, that guy follows us. And I was like, oh, cool. I didn't really think anything of it. And then when I did Fridge Pod, Joe was also mutuals with Kunkin. And Joe was the one who was in charge of guest appearances on Fridge Pod. So that's why we had so many more guests on Fridge Pod. Was because I told Joe, and what I told you guys, which is I fucking hate scheduling things. So I'll be in charge of editing and everything and posting the content. You do guests, which is why we had some amazing guests, people that we're not mutuals with as the Judgies. Some that we are, like, we're mutuals with Dev. I would love to have Dev on a Judgies episode. Pumpkin, which we are mutuals, of course, with, as I said. Charlie was awesome. Charlie was so cool. But that's because Joe did all that. And I literally never did the only guest I ever got was Kip. Because I really enjoy Kip as a creator. I think Kip's awesome. And I told Joe, I was like, Kip is really awesome. I think they'll do really great in this environment with our show. So it's entirely vibes based with the guest. Rachel was someone who I became mutuals with Rachel right around when FridgePod started. Joe was also mutuals with Rachel. And now like Rachel and Aurora are just like really good friends. So like that was cool. But similarly with Mercury, like Rachel just Midwest girly, you know, like it's a lot easier to like relate, I feel like, to people from the Midwest just because, you know, I'm from the Midwest. And when it comes to like some content creators, there's just sometimes I'll say stuff to like people who live on the coasts, and you can just sometimes really tell the differences of, you know, just where we lived, which is, you know, normal and natural and beautiful, but you know, it's just different. All that to say is we are going to have Kunkin on eventually. I've told Kunkin this before, and it should be a good example of, like, I'm friends with Kunkin. Like, we talk semi-regularly, privately. It just should show that it's not because I don't like Kunkin that we're not having him on our show. It's literally just, we're so just not, I just hate scheduling fucking shit. It's so annoying to me. It's just so it's so annoying. Especially with creators. Like, creators are so busy. I mean, we've been mutuals with Eddie Burback on TikTok for as long as we've been mutuals with Sabrina. They followed us around the same time when we were pretty small on TikTok. I think it was when we both only had, or when we had like 80,000 TikTok followers. And I've talked with Eddie over TikTok DMs multiple times, being like, dude, would love to do a collab. And he would be like, hell yeah, dude, I'd love to come on. And then every time I'd be like, all right, are you free this time? It would just go silent. Which, again, I'm not blaming him. It, one, sucks to schedule stuff, but also just, it's so annoying to have to do things that you're like, especially like a podcast thing where you're not gonna make money for it. Like, for Eddie to do our show would be such a huge favor to us, and he would only do it if he like really enjoyed our show, you know what I mean? So I totally get why people don't do it more too. This was before he did any of that. He followed us back. He followed us, him and Sabrina both followed us right before the Gus and Eddie show got shut down. In fact, when we had Sabrina on, I shouldn't say that. It sounds a little, probably too personal. Sharny, what is up? Welcome, welcome. Pizza, pizza. Get in there, Mr. Cherry. Oh, yeah. No, we'll go here. Perfect. You should tell Christian to play My Hero Ultra Rumble on Steam. I love telling Christian just to play random fucking shit. My Hero Ultra Rumble. Okay, anime. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, it's My Hero Academia? And it's a game? What kind of game is it? Wait, is this game good? I also thought it said Guitar Hero. So yeah, me and you both. Is it good? Like, what kind of game is it? Hang on. I don't know if Christian is a big My Hero fan. If I'm being for real. I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm just saying I don't know if he is. It's fun, but very hard. Let me pull up this. It's an MMORPG. Just show me a fucking... Okay, so yeah, it's Valorant, but with My Hero characters.
Sorry.
Valorant. Is it Valorant? It's Valorant. Come on.
Focus on my quirk.
Or not Val. I wasn't even thinking. The funny part is I wasn't even thinking about Valorant. I was thinking of Apex Legends is what I was thinking of.
A real man protects his teammates, no matter what. I'm unstoppable.
Wait, I've got it. I think I have a plan. Setting up. Fire. Pitiful lamb. Who will it be? May the heavens decide our luck. Oh no! Very nice.
Engine boost.
I get the concept. That's interesting. I genuinely don't know if Christian likes My Hero or not. I'm sure he does. It seems like something he would like. I know for a fact he's watched it. I just don't know if he really enjoyed it. I do know that he has never played Fortnite. Not yet. We haven't made it yet, Shijo, but I'm so happy for your optimism that we will make it. I really don't like that grape dropped. I actually really hate that a lot. That's even worse. At this point, I just have to commit to the hole. Okay. I'm back sooner than I thought, but hello, only for like 20 minutes. That's okay, perfect. You're witnessing the God run. Not really, but I really need to suck this orange out. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I had to yoga out my stress about it. Oh, about getting to 3K. If we play this really, really good, this run has a chance. But I already hate that I have a grape and a cherry. Maybe I'm being too picky, but I really hate it. So I need apple on... I need pear on pear here. I don't think that pear on the right's going to get here. So I need to make pear left, which means I need 2 apple. And so I got to be really careful about placing like this shit. Like, I think I already fucked up by even placing here at all. Unless... I mean, that was a really good save. Getting all that stuff there was really good. Especially now with this orange. Oh, you fucking assholes. That's crazy. They got back from work and I thought we were going to Applebee's. Applebee's is sick. Did you know their margaritas are back? I can't believe those melons didn't touch. I got one and it was so weak. Like, barely had any alcohol in it. I was pretty upset. But it wasn't expensive, so like, what are you gonna do, you know? Like, it was like $5, but I didn't get the Dollaritas. I got no, I did get a Dollarita. I did, but I will say that's not my normal experience with Applebee Dollaritas. I feel like normally they're pretty good. alcohol-wise. Aurora got the got one that was like, it was like it had like a brain in it, like it had like a gummy brain. My friend has been struggling so bad we just don't even have an Applebee's anymore. You hate to see it. You know it's bad when there's no Applebee's. God damn it. I might have just done this one in. Oh, maybe not. Because I can do that. Okay. Okay. Okay, this has to go here to push the peach left. Oh, you tell me it's not going to push that peach? I have to go grape on top then. Oh, thank God. Come on. Get over there, you piece of shit. All right. We'll do that. Ooh, I could build here. Yeah, I think we do that. I think we just go grape right on top. I don't know. No, we'll go grape here. Yeah, it was like a brain candy that was like gummy, but it was in it. But it was like a drink that was like Halloween themed, you know. And it had like rum in it or whatever. I can't remember if she liked it that much or not. But Aurora's not a huge drinker, so you just got it, and it was like $5. You know, like what are you gonna? You can't be angry that it's $5. You know. Man, I can't believe that fucking... This is what I mean when strawberries fuck you over. I think cherry has to go there. Yeah, you can't beat $1. I mean, that's crazy. Even if it has 1/4 of a normal drink, if you're paying $4 for a beer, $4 is worth it. And I just genuinely don't think they put that little of alcohol in it. Oh, I'm so stupid. I thought that was an orange, not a persimmon. Okay. I don't know if I want to put this here now, but I kind of have to. Those melons not touching literally ruined this. I can't believe they didn't touch. And it's, you know why? It's because the fucking strawberries down there. Dap sauce knows what I'm talking about. I think we have to go straw. I think we do a strat like this. Because this can go peach over here. Oh, fuck. Man, the fruit are just being ruthless. This has to go here. Okay. 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 Hang on, I'm popping off. You ever want to reference them or no one else? Every time I see mention a persimmon in this, I experience that. Totally get what you're talking about. I hate it too. Strawberry. Oh man, this has to go here. 2 of them? Fucking assholes. I have to hope for orange on the left. That's my only win con here, is I go orange left. After persimmon grape. So this has to go there. Okay, I got 1 orange. Ugh. Okay. I could now go grape. Okay. I could go persimmon or grape. Please. Easy. Hold. What? What even popped? Nothing popped. Nothing popped out. Man. That would have been Peach left. And then I could have got another pair up top. I mean, I could have probably had close to 2,800 points. Nothing even popped. I wonder if it has anything to do with, like, the pair clipping into the grape. I don't know. It's 5 o'clock. Holy shit. Let's see if I'm in trouble from Aurora. Not yet. Okay, let's push it until I'm in trouble. Thanks for the sour persimmons, cousin. Man, you coming in here with a Daffy Duck reference? You're gonna come here and quote Daffy Duck at me? That's crazy. You're right. You're right that nobody would know that reference. You're like, I'll have a somewhat unknown saying, and it's Daffy Duck, a thing my grandma watched. I don't know if I've ever had a persimmon, so I've definitely never eaten an unripe one. Sucks all the moisture out of your mouth? Really? Is it meant to be eaten like by itself, or is it meant to be like an ingredient? No idea. Yeah, like you don't know if that was like a normal experience or like... Why did it not drop right away? This game is fucking me. In my defense, there is a YouTuber who plays with a whopping 956 views. Damn. I can't believe that's everyone's grandmas that figured out how to log on to the YouTubes. Wasn't the child who was made to eat lunch by herself at school eating a persimmon? And from our story? Was it a persimmon? I know it was a fruit. I mean, I'd trust you if you remember that. It was definitely an Asian fruit, right? That sounds right, actually. I forgot about that story. Damn. Tried to get too nutty with it. Well, that didn't turn out too bad. That did. That turned out really bad. Please. The beginning is always just so peaceful, and you're just like, oh yeah, this is why I love this game. And then you get to the end and you want to kill all fruit. Alright, I'm going to place this. It's going to pop the grapes left and make a persimmon. It's going to make the cherries come down and make a strawberry. Boom. And I can go pear or peach here actually, which makes more sense. It's hard being this big of a gamer. It really is. The coolest thing I've ever done in this game, if you guys want to know. I don't even know how many points I ended up scoring on this run that I did, but it was a fucking god run. It was such a good run, and I was about to make a melon. And of course, as we've seen in this stream and other times, sometimes when you make a big fruit, it likes to pop out the small ones, right? and I could see slowly the two pineapples converging, and on the very top of it I had a cherry. And it was probably like, it took like maybe like 3 seconds for these things to like slowly, and they were about to touch, and I moved my cursor over and I had a grape and figured out where the cherry was going to get launched to, and right when they joined, clicked A, and the grape dropped and blocked the cherry from going out of bounds. I felt like such a fucking badass. It was the coolest thing I've ever done. I'll probably never be able to repeat it, but it was so fucking cool. Aurora was there, so at least I had a witness. But it was so fucking sick. I felt so fucking good at the game. I've never seen anybody else do it either. I felt like Neo. I felt like I was seeing... I was gonna say seeing colors, but that's what you normally see. I felt like I was seeing, like, sounds. Piece of shit. Okay. Alright, what's the plan? Let's figure out the plan here. Yeah, I felt like Neo the singer. Yeah, that's what I meant. I gotta go apple left, I think, is the plan. If this strawberry doesn't fuck this. Alright, good. Here's an orange. Boom, boom. Okay. So now I can, if I get a grape, I should be able to suck that grape up. So I guess this has to go here. So I can do this. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if this worked. Damn it. Okay. That's okay. Alright, we need an app. We need to go apple left here anyway then. So I'm not super worried about it. We're okay with apple right as well. Okay. Come on. Thank you. Oh, come on. Don't do it to me again. That's crazy. We'll go grape. Okay, thank you. Oh my god. So, you know, how did that apple not pop? I've popped way less aggressive shit than that in today's stream. I don't love how high that apple is, so I'm going to build left to try to dislodge it. Yeah, sometimes this game just doesn't want you to win. Oh my god. I don't think there's any other play there, unfortunately. I need to try to suck that grape out again. It's my only play at this point. God fucking damn it. Oh yeah, the frustration is definitely one of the main reasons why it's popular for sure. Because you can feel like you're making a nutty play and it just fucks you over. The thing is too though, like, part of what makes it so good and why it's, you know, so big too is like, because there is such an intense skill element to it, like, obviously there's a huge luck factor to it as well. And that's obviously a huge part of it. It's just like, sometimes it's literally just what fruit do you get? But there's such a big skill component too that actually raises the skill ceiling and makes it feel like you can get better at the game. Like, always planning for fruits is such a huge strategy in this game of like, okay, if I get this fruit, what, like, am I ready for it? Like, can I do something with that, you know, this fruit that I'm going to get? And then obviously again, it comes down to just luck of just, are you going to get the right fruit at the right time? Okay. Cherry is really not ideal. Oh, come on, Grape. Grape kind of fucked me here. That's the run. That's it. That's the run. Yeah, especially now. Yeah. Well, I'm just glad. I don't know about you guys. I'm just glad that I beat the fuck out of Christian Erika's score. Thoughts? Anybody else? I'll rank. How about I won't do that, but what I will do is I'll do smash or pass on all of the fruits. Does that make sense? Let's see here. Smash or pass cherry. Pass. Strawberry? Smash. Surprisingly. Grape? Smash. Persimmon? Pass. Pass, pass, pass. Orange? Pass. I think orange is a controversial pass. Apple smash. Peach and pear. Double smash. Like, I feel like they're a 2-for-1 deal. Pineapple pass. Melon pass. Watermelon smash. Watermelon's kind of giving you the look like they're ready for it. I feel like pineapple would be too enthusiastic. You know? Oh, the peach for sure. Yeah, for me, the pineapple is a pass. Pineapple would be weird about it. That's it, folks. That's the stream. That's it. I'll see you Wednesday for this week's stream on Wednesday. Thoughts about that? What I'm hoping is that I sit my white ass down and edit and get the Hashan video ready, hopefully for tomorrow. We'll see. It is a tall task. I really need to be productive tomorrow if I am to do that. But that's the plan. So I don't know about tomorrow. I don't know about tomorrow doing a new Hashan. Like, I don't have the stuff ready for it. I guess I could maybe swing up. I know what I want. I know what I want my next video to be on. I just have to curate all the shit. So maybe I will. Maybe I'll do that instead of edit tomorrow. That way we have the stream stuff ready for Wednesday. But regardless, I want to get Hashan out by Friday. About my chiropractor stuff. So if you liked the stream, be here Wednesday. And then, of course, I'll be live on Friday as well. I do want to show y'all. That's not what I meant to go into. I even thought to myself, don't go into there. That's not the folder you want to be in. Didn't I post it? Am I going crazy? Oh, yeah, no. Chiropractor Hashan will be out hopefully this week. I'm going to sit my white ass down and edit. If you haven't seen this in Discord, we'll show this real quick. Because I think it's very, but don't worry, there's not just, I think this is funny. It's a classic Josh blunder. Classic. It's in the Discord if you're in there, of course, but come on Discord, be I can't zoom in. Well, whatever, you guys can see it. But don't worry, there's not just dogs. There's also cats. I'm sorry, there's also horses. I mean, come on. We all love memes. We all love memes. There's also cats. I'm sorry, there's also horses. There you go. Just showing off my sick little editing skills. Everybody, thank you for hanging out. I will see you all later. Bye.